Hello trader, welcome back to Forex Black Box channel. Um, as usual, we're gonna analyze pound pairs plus gold. I'm starting with gold here. Let's start. I'm looking at weekly at the moment. That's where we are at the weekly time frame. 2011 was the highest, and we went down here to 2016, the low from business period from here to here, and we break higher up to this point, which is about 50 to 61% Fibonacci from top to bottom. As you can see, that would do a weekly view. Um, as you can see here, let me just quickly view something quickly here. We are stalled at this level. If you can see here, all swings, high lows, high lows, high lows. Then the last time we tested this area, we went through it and we trend all the way down, make a trend line here. As you can see, wages, then come back up, come back, retest it. If we extend this down here, then we continue on a journey to go up. And if you follow these channels and do all the stuff on a small time frame, this weekly time frame, if you can choose daily, and you will realize that you can actually do a lot of trade on a lower time frame as long as you know where we are on a weekly time frame or daily time frame. Just adjust this quickly. Here we go. Okay, so we have here low, higher low, lower high, still lower low, still lower high here, higher low, then we break. We have a higher high. We didn't yet to do a higher low yet. I think this higher low is going to be between this area here, $1,350, and this 140. These two areas is very interesting place to look for long setup. If we have evidence to show that it won't really actually bounce or break lower, come back retest and go down to these lows. Okay, that's going to take 2020. It's going to take 2020 to come down here, do all these moves. Let me just go quickly to daily and we'll start to view the drawing. Here you go. So what I expect in here, I expect this pair to consolidate here. It's actually doing for the past week and a half. Consolidation here. I was short and I took my profit at these highs, at these lows. Bounce up and we bounce down quickly, come back up again, and we bounce. There you go. So we bounce up, come back down, quickly bounce up, rejected, and we come back 50% of that rejection area. This candle, 50%, and possibly we're gonna go down. It's gonna rotate down and make another high low, and we go break it and we test it and we go down. That's my view, but it's not gonna happen this year. Probably 2020. 2020. Sorry, is my handwriting. That's going to be 2020 play. Come back down, break it, retest, consolidate, go down. We're looking to go down to test this area. Just do this quickly. Fibonacci 38.2%. So how far that is? If we only want to take Fibonacci, is about 1,000 pips. Okay, that's about $100 worth of drop down. So that will be only if we have the stock keep making all-time highs. Probably we're going to see the gold going down in value. At this moment, the all stock all-time highs, but the gold is still holding this ground. That's a little bit worry, and is holding that for one reason. We need to see that by the end of the year. If it's still holding here by the end of the year, that's worrying me of stock if it's going to actually pull back. If it does, we're going to break up here, come back here, and we'll start to consolidate here until further notice, until further new price action show where we go from here. We, outside this channel itself, we have a second channel and we kind of respect it. If we take this from here to here, we're inside the second channel trend line. And if we shift this here, we're going to see like it's a little bit wages, but we will see. Let me just to get this settled properly. I'm gonna get from the high to this area. Kind of touch it twice, one, two, and it's moving, stalling here to meet the, the angle of the trend line to actually push down or break higher. So that's the action point when we will actually have another 1 or 2 days here coming to retest this area, maybe break it, try to test this high here, and we will see this high here. We can retest it. We can maybe Monday we'll come back up here, we'll do this, come back down again, test that low channel, then maybe we will continue up. Unsure really. It's at the end of the year, and I will show you the calendar. There's nothing really is going to move the market, so there's going to be a lot of spikes up and down. Gold purely will be moving with the stock. So if the stock wanted to pull back for cash purpose, profit taking by the end of the year, institution money moving in and out, you're going to see that gold priced in, or the money flying back to safe haven, which is gold and yen. So that's what I think was going to happen the last couple of weeks of the year. Next week it's the Christmas time, so I don't expect much going on really. You should spend that week and the next week to enjoy, have a good time with your family if you celebrate Christmas. But other than that, really don't do much. You need to look for it for 2020. It's going to be drawing a wall here to see where we're going from here. But I think that's we need to retest again 38% on gold, and that's good trade for short trader to come back down here. Then we will see the price action if it's actually want to do low again, or we will continue back up. Okay, unsure yet the situation since the stock is keep all-time high. We didn't see yet a proper pullback yet. Probably pullback will happen by this week or next week. We'll see a big drop, like I don't know, like 300 point on the stock. We'll see. If that happens, we will see gold up here, testing these areas. Okay, we will see. We will see. It's a low liquidity going on, and that's why the market can spike really big. The spreads are going to be very expensive, and I recommend that you don't risk what you earn during the year, around the last week of the year, and you're going to lose all of it, or you lose part of it, whatever the case. It's not worth it. The best thing to trade is from next year, January, the first Monday of the January, or after the new year, of course. So I recommend that you do that next year better off. Moving on to Bound. Okay, so Bound. The last time we talked about Bound, it was up somewhere here. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. We kind of closed here. The last time we talked, I said that it's gonna go down, test this channel. If the sentiment is strong, we're actually gonna break lower. Actually, what we see now, it's just went through it, and it's not a channel, it's a bigger trend line of the daily and weekly. I will show you later, just in a moment. As you can see that we went through it and we went inside this channel here. Okay, the older channel, and I draw. Did I do that now? Yeah, I draw another channel here. So probably we're gonna test this area. Okay, let me just get this. Here you go, 1 point, 2 point, and we just move it. We make a copy and we move it up, and it's actually matching here. That's a fake out trade. That was the election candle. Because everyone know that that's the election candle, and it just went to 135 onward, and I was short from there. And this very much very clear before the election date. We know that 135, if you spike, that's the maximum you can go to, and that's where everyone taking profit from here. If you get long here, that's the logic place to take profit, institution money and big players. Now we're looking for a pullback, and I expect that probably this week is going to consolidate, come back up, try to test this trend line, maybe go above a little bit higher, then start to trending down, break this channel. As he break the channel up here, he can do the same situation here. The lowest low is he can go to 125. I still have this target in mind. However, when you short it, now we are, don't short it too big, just to try to short the pullback. If he try to swing back up, try to short it back down for small position. Don't go too crazy. Go for 4 hours. As you can see, the 4 hours itself went down, retest, continue back down, bigger than that one. So this one is actually smaller. This one 3 times bigger than this swing. So we have a one here, then we have a small one, and just testing the water here. We broke the new low. Probably is gonna come back up to this area or this high here. Let me just get this. There you go. We'll come back maybe 130, 500 again, then we go down from here in a smaller time frame, 4 hours. So 4 hours is bearish. Daily obviously is bearish, as you can see, and not fully 100% bearish. It's just make a swing low. We're expecting pullback. At this point, I'm looking for pullback at least to this area on a daily. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 days, or maybe it's going to happen in one day and go quickly. The market is going to be very low. Liquidity this week is not going to be like everyone actually on his desk and is trading. Most of the people, about I can tell you 60%, they are already in holidays. They booked it and they're out of the office. A big player already left the market. They took the profit. They closed the year. They closed their book and all stuff. Broker as well. They cleared their books and all the stuff. So who you gonna see in the market here? Maybe some they still want to do the last bet of the year, or some trader that stuck on the market long up here, and they saw that's gonna continue up. But then it's been trapped, and they hold in the positions for a hope to come back up here. To hope to come back up here, do this and continue back up. But technically, it doesn't look that way. It does look like it's very, very big rejection here. The first candle hit and take profit is being taken. The second candle come halfway of this spike and short traders start jumping in, and that's the result. You can see very clearly. You can see that is a lot of position jumped in on the second go. That's a confirmation. If you missed that day, which will start on Monday, if you can see that if you open the day, you don't really do anything. Strong sentiment that's actually going down, very strong. We broke that low and we keep going. So you short from here, you leave your stop loss above here, take profit will be around these highs, which you already hit it, or if you wanted to hold a little bit longer for a newer lower high. So that's a high. Low high is not created yet. As soon as we break this area, it's going to be lower low. Then we expect it to come back up here, do wave one. That's going to be wave one. Then we should see wave two, 50 to 61% of wave one. So if I get Fibonacci from here to the bottom, and we will see 50 to 61% area zone, short zone. If we break that zone and continue back up, probably want to retest this area again because you want to grab some more orders before actually go down. So as I said, that's going to be 2020 play, January, maybe February. Then we're going to go Jan here, February here. We're going to see where we're going from here. If we didn't yet created any new low on January, maybe we're going to consolidate here on a bigger time frame, and we'll see where we'll go from here. Okay guys, and we back inside. That's the good news is for short trader and whoever who holding the positions. We back actually inside the channel. Here we will test a 1, 2, broke, and we'll come back up all the way high. We'll come back down. All-time high of 2019, just to be clear about that. Let me just quickly view one thing for you guys here. That's January, the high, okay. And if I draw this, that's the opening. That's the low. Let's do that again. Opening, high, and low, and close. Probably the close is gonna be here. It can close here or it can close here. Not yet, no confirm yet. So we are looking at a wick and in what they call a hanging man or a hammer at the bottom of a trend. Okay, we have the same story here last year. If we put this all together in yearly, I don't have the yearly view, I can't have it. I'm not subscribed for a full version, but if you add the daily, the monthly, you can tell from here that's the opening, that's the high, okay, that's the low. And depends we're gonna close on a yearly. So probably we are this month to the last month. If that month we close red, go down, and we close here is gonna be like this across. So that will be like the next year we're probably gonna see a little bit low, maybe up to this area, which is about 123 area. Then we will be back up again to continue off changing of direction. So far we made one low. That's a higher low. We didn't really break this swing. We still have lower high, but this one no confirm yet on the monthly view. So if we say here lower low, then the previous low here, lower high, because we have this high, we didn't really break it. Lower high, just to make it clear, we didn't really we didn't go above the previous high, lower high, to make it higher high. Okay, that's a monthly view. I understand it's big, but maybe from January we're gonna go down a little bit here, then we spike back up here. Is all to do with fundamental as well. If we come back up here, that which is 150, that's where everything started of Brexit. And on the other hand, if we have this picture completed, this is gonna be like a pad button, I believe. I don't know. But anyway, so we need to make a new higher than this high, 150, 145, sorry. Between 145 and 150 is a thousand pips, I think. Thousand pips, not sure. Let's see. It's 100 pips. Yeah, 500 pips. It's actually 500 pips different. So it's not far from bound. Bound, we just went up here. We did already 500 pips in a matter of no time. Since last week is 1 week time, we did 500 pips plus. Yeah. So just watch this out. You always need to look to the bigger time frame. Then you break it down to the weekly and see how the weekly reaction and behavior. We already broke the previous week low and close at the opening. So we actually turned it down. So last week it was here. Maybe the next week, probably this week is going to open a little bit high. You can open here, then go down, consolidate here, as it did here before. It's going to consolidate here. If you want to do that way, maybe you wanted to go up. But if you wanted to consolidate and do this, then we will be looking for a drop down. That's the weekly view. And daily, as you can see, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days red. We don't see that much here. We see all green. Majority is green. But if you go back in time, if you see 5 days, consecutive days red, then you can see one break day green and really close very weak. Then you expect that it can actually keep going. As you can see here, as an example, few days here, about 2 weeks plus, and one break here, then another 4 days red, balanced by V shape. That's mean whoever push it all the way down, they push it back up and consolidate at this point here. This is your consolidation. This box break below this area or this area or this area will be valuable trade. Just to close this, that's ILEO. It's just to keep you healthy in front of computer. Anyway, uh, so as you can see, that bound is actually coming back to retest this area as well. That's another point. Retesting here, I would like to see it to go back to the range and do this, then go lower, or test and go lower. We'll see which one will take place. But anyway, we need to get it back here first. That's going to happen in January. But before January, maybe we will spike low here in the middle of the range, and we're going to close the year in the middle of the range. It's going to be dodgy candle, no even hammer, no body to it. It's going to only dodgy, just a slim. We'll close at the opening. Okay. Um, Same goes with the rest of the pairs. Euro, pound, it went down 135, it was a capped on Bound USD. Bound USD is the leader of the bound pairs, and as you can see, they're exactly moving the opposite of Pound USD. Pound USD, I did mention that before many times. If Pound USD going up, this pair is going down. If Pound USD is going down, this pair is going to go be up. So its correlation is opposite. It's actually going the opposite direction. So as you can see here, we have a lower day on Pound USD, but Euro was weak as well. That's why we have a red day here. But however, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 days green, 1 day pullback. We closed halfway. We didn't really close down here. We closed halfway. I expected the next day is going to be a little bit higher to break this high to challenge it, and maybe we'll come back here. Then we break this one and we go a little bit higher, about 88, 88% of this move. So probably we're gonna test this area, which is about 9150, 0.9150 area. We'll see. I don't trade it anymore, but I'm just monitor it for just any opportunity long term. But I would prefer it to be short, not long. So maybe if that break that channel, come back up and play a little bit, go down and show some price action to go to test these highs, and this highs maybe possibly break a new high since we broke the main weekly or monthly highs. Same bound. I'm not gonna go through everything because it's really not much. It's gonna go with the pound. All pound pairs gonna be moving together. Pound yen, pound Aussie. Even you can see pound Aussie is really trending. Nearly 700 bips. If I get it correctly from top to bottom, 700 bips. Stock market is booming because phase one of China US trade war, it's been completed. I think has been signed already. So that's why Aussie is strong now, showing that is gonna really push the market very well. The offline market data showing that Aussie is actually strong, but I don't know why this is here. But anyway, still Saturday, so still have tomorrow to see. New Zealand as well, really pushing well. New Zealand is a very strong pair. I love to trade it bound New Zealand. As you can see, we are 900 pips. That's the election. New Zealand was strong anyway. As you can see, all this consolidation area will break, fake out, and we continue down. That's really very interesting price action here. If you can notice that, let me just get this straight properly. Look, fake out, come back down straight, no consolidation in the middle, right away down, break the channel. Probably gonna retest it, and we'll go down to these areas. Okay, we're gonna go down to these areas. Sorry, let me just clear this out. Here we go. We're gonna go retest this one, test this one. We broke this channel, fake out, come back down, and maybe no test. We already tested here. We already tested. We already tested this area. If we get it right, we already tested. You see? Let me get this technical properly. Here we go. We already tested, and we broke through really sharp. No green candles, as you can see. We already tested this trend line, and we're gonna go down more. I expect that one to go to here, another 600-700 bips. Already made that like 1,000 pip. Already made 1,000 pips from top to bottom from October. From October till December, 1,000 pip. Sorry, 900 bips. There was 1,000 bips up actually. Yeah, 1,200 bips up from the October. By the end of October, we had all this mambo jumbo things going on. We break the channel, fake out. We went sharply down. We break the other side of the channel and we consolidate here. And I expect that to go down more. That's not ended yet. I think Bound is gonna go down more than it has been priced in because it's been priced in since October. All this big move is all been priced in, and I said that before many times. And that we're waiting for the election result, and we have wave one, wave two on Aussie, pound Aussie only. Wave three probably broke already. We broke the previous low, and we're going down for wave three. Probably is gonna challenge this area. We go with four, then you look for breakout wave 5. Maybe we're going to extend as well as it's been extended here. Okay, guys. Um, Overall, please do not take trade. Do not try to take a big trade this week and next week. Look, this week is going to be Christmas week. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, then after that Wednesday, Thursday. I think it's Christmas. Then Friday, then the market is dead. I will show you the newsletter. No news whatsoever. Just just on Monday, and that's it. The end of the week, the end of the year is over. So it's done, complete. Um, Euro New Zealand. I'm looking at this pair as well to trade. Um, I'm looking to all New Zealand pair to trade because it does really move well. If it's weak, New Zealand it will move very well. If it's strong, it's going to move very well. I will show you later on the index. But as you can see that we're looking on the same period of time between pound and New Zealand and between pound and euro from the top to the bottom about 940 pips. But this pair is going to move not as much as pound and New Zealand because the demand of euro to New Zealand or New Zealand to euro is not as much as the demand on pound to New Zealand. Yeah, in the space of really you can trade it if you know that pound is strong, then what you do you buy pound New Zealand if it's pound strong, okay? But do not buy this one. Do not buy euro New Zealand. No, you only buy euro New Zealand if New Zealand is strong. If New Zealand is up, then you buy this too. If only pound up, not New Zealand, then you only buy pound New Zealand. Okay. Other than that, don't risk all on New Zealand because if New Zealand will get weaker and you selling basically euro New Zealand, then that will affect you across pound and from both sides. So you taking higher risk on one currency is not recommended. And this area I've been marking this area for my take profit. Let's see. I was shorted from here and I've been stopped out. Then it went to actually higher than it's supposed to. Then as soon as I saw that one, I've been short again, and I'm holding for see how far it can go. That's my take profit area. About 250 bips I'm looking for. I'm actually short at this spike a little bit at 95. No, no, 95. I'm short 50% of this trend. Let's see, I'm looking for 250. Here you go, about here. That's where I'm looking to exit. So let's see how it's gonna play. But that look really interesting since New Zealand is really strong and pound is weak. So let's see. Okay, moving on to the next. Pound CAD, same moving with pound unless CAD has been strong a little bit, but CAD was a week on Friday, so a lot of drop on CAD. As you can see, CAD pushed up and went back down again, but pound really is not because of pound is strong here. No, it's because of CAD was weak then after that recovery, and that's why we see this pin bar. Same goes in New Zealand, sorry, Swiss. Same goes, and Euro USD. Just wait for this ILEO to go away. Here you go. Same goes here, and we're still in consolidation really. I don't like to trade it very much. I'm just only analyze it because I know that the majority that like to trade it, and we still inside this range. Also that we can break higher, but we didn't. We come back. We're 50% of it. Maybe next week we're gonna see this. We'll see. I already draw it here on this trend line. Let's see that trend line is gonna hold, and we brush higher to 115. My target for 2020 at least 115. First 6 months. Let's see if that was gonna work or not. It's actually on OI, so a minute. So let's see. Don't put too much hope on it. Just try to uh, trade it because it's Don't try to trade it much. That's what I mean. Try to trade it across something else because that's a major are a major pairs. Euro is allowed demand and supply for it. US allowed demand and supply globally, both of them. So that's why it doesn't move much. Okay, guys. Uh, I think that's it. Let's wrap it up with some news. That's the next week news. High impact and medium. As you can see, US only on Monday. CAD the high impact only news, and US followed by medium news on Friday. Just one more, and that's it really. So that's the week. This week news, and the next week obviously just 3 days. Last few days is going to be a little bit high. I guess that's the kicker of the new 2020. We'll see where this news is going to affect the market or what's happened. It's all to do now with stock is all time high. I expect that we're going to be pullback during the next week or this week. We'll see. If we started to see some pullback on the stock, expect the gold to go up and yen to go higher. And obviously now we have pound weaker, so pound yen will be a good player to short it. So that will a good player. You can play on it. You can play pound yen for a short side because pound is no doesn't have any solid news until the end of January. So we will see. We will see. I think that Brexit deadline and all the stuff is gonna we're gonna have some fresh news to push pound lower or push it higher. But I think it's more downside because the long trader that didn't want to really wait around. 135 has been achieved as since October. I knew that said 130, 135 is going to be the next play. Then after that, we'll go back to 130. Then we'll go back to 25 again, possibly lower. We will see. So here you go. That's this next week. Next week is not much really. The following week, which is the last week of the year, and happy new year everyone. We finally finished 2019. We're going to 2020 and we'll see how 2020 will play. I was going to show you as well stock. Sorry, no stock. I was going to show you that's the index. As you can see, New Zealand is really booming up. It's really high here. Pound is actually pushed down, and I said that's the top. Is actually in the long term. There's another area here, which is the top of as well, and is gonna pull back here sharp, as you can see. And if we make a new swing low, that's confirming on the index that we're gonna actually gonna go lower, possibly here, possibly lower than here, maybe lower, maybe I don't know. We'll see how the news is gonna affect the currency itself. We still have Brexit deadline at 31st of January, I believe. So let's see how Bojo will do. Any new ideas or trade, whatever. Euro, as you can see, is weaker than pound actually. As you can see, the days is really strong push down. US is strong. Yen is just consolidating because of the stock is all-time high. And New Zealand is the top star of it. New Zealand and Aussie, as you can see, Aussie as well here is quite high. We'll make a new high here, and that's because of the stock. And CAD is just nowhere yet. We're still in nowhere here. We're not confirmed. We only tested a moving average, and we just popped up here. Something to do with the oil, new oil supplier. I'm not sure what's going on in Saudi Arabia, but I don't have this news very much on top of my head. But if you trade CAD, you need to look out for oil news every week. I believe it's every Wednesday, inventory or something like that. So you need to keep your eye on that as well. Plus Canada news and against the rest of the pairs. So the best player till the end of the year probably is going to be Aussie and New Zealand. US is as well is high because cash issue in US. So demand on dollar is high this month. So I expect that will be actually go a little bit higher next week. Maybe we'll test this high, 7.11%. We'll see. So that's it, guys. I will try to make another video next weekend, and hopefully from 2020 I will be doing more videos than only weekends. I'll try to do video every day, or I will do live stream. I will keep you updated on via Instagram. So just remember as well, I have Instagram. If you look down to the description, you will find Instagram link if you like to receive any trade. I didn't really post so much on Instagram channel yet, but I only have a few people. I'm looking forward to do 2020, post all my trade ideas inside the Instagram group. Okay, guys, thanks for your support and your view. Happy New Year and happy Christmas time off, and all the best for 2020 and all the best of your trade you have now. And I recommend that for you. Please suggesting to you that you try to close your book of 2019. Try to look forward for 2020. Try to do your planning, your review of 2019's, what mistakes you did, what the positive, what the negative, and try to combine these two together and come out with a new plan or continuing plan for your previous plan if you're successful. I hope most of you are successful, and good luck, guys, 2020. And I will probably do another video before the year finish. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a beautiful weekend and good week ahead start of trading. It's going to be only 3 days. So take care, guys. Thanks. Please subscribe. Ask a question if you want, and hopefully I will be answering soon. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.